Lust is a powerful and dangerous emotion that is exceedingly difficult for most men to control. Most men succumb to it, which often leads them to either become overly infatuated simps who thirst after every girl they come across, or incels who harbor deep resentment towards women, fueled by their inability to attract them into their lives. However, it's important to know that experiencing lustful desires is natural. These feelings cannot be easily suppressed. So how do you make sure that you do not act on these desires? Well, in today's video, I'll be sharing 6 masculine ways that you can use to stop acting on your lustful emotions. Let's get started. Number 1. Ignore her. Now, if you find yourself experiencing lustful emotions towards a specific girl, you're already in a better position than most simps. The first step is to ask yourself whether it's genuine love or simply lust that you're feeling. Distinguishing between the two is pretty straightforward. Love is a deep and genuine emotional connection with a woman, while lust is just when you want to get down and dirty with her. In either case, it's important to give her some space and refrain from pursuing her at the moment. If it's purely lustful desires that you're grappling with, it's best to turn away and move forward without looking back. Lust, like every other emotion, can be channeled into something much more empowering if you can control it. Similarly, when consumed by lust, they place women on pedestals in hopes of gaining a chance to sleep with them. Women almost instantly recognize such pitiful behavior, and they are immediately repelled away. You must rise above that degeneracy. Focus on your goals, hit the gym, practice stoicism. By consciously ignoring your lustful emotions and harnessing your masculine energy, you will become an unstoppable force. Number 2. Find your triggers. On the contrary, if you find yourself consistently succumbing to lustful desires for every girl you encounter, you're undoubtedly in a challenging situation. However, it doesn't mean that you're trapped in this state forever. It means that you'll need to put in extra effort to redirect and manage your lustful emotions effectively. Start by finding your triggers. Most of the time, it's either stress or boredom. For instance, if you notice that these sexual thoughts serve as a coping mechanism for stress, explore healthier habits to manage stress instead. If it's boredom that triggers such feelings, well, I don't blame you. 90% of the men when bored succumb to their sexual desires and resort to pornography. Regardless of the trigger, it's important to develop healthy coping mechanisms rather than relying on negative emotions like lust. Number 3. Set limits on your smartphone. Now your phone is a really useful device. It's a portal to an infinite amount of knowledge if you use it wisely. But most men do not view it as such. Their phones are just devices to satisfy and pleasure themselves, a source of instant gratification. They scroll mindlessly on Instagram, thirsting after hot models. They eagerly search for feet pics and faces on TikTok. It's pathetic. Get rid of all such degenerative apps and websites on your phone. Block off all sources of porn in your life. Remember, your willpower alone is not strong enough to stop you from accessing these sources of instant gratification. They will reel you in one way or another. Therefore, you must get rid of these sources once and for all. Number 4. Write it down. Overcoming your lustful desires is similar to any other goal or ambition that you have in your life. So it would help you tremendously if you could write it down on a piece of paper. Write down, why is it important for you to get rid of such negative thoughts? Write down precisely the steps you would take to overcome these sexual desires. For example, if these thoughts have ruined your potential, if they have ruined your relationship with women, write it all down. And the next time you feel like these lustful desires are overpowering you, take a good look at your list again. You'll be back on your path of success in no time. Number 5. Control your mindset. It is important to realize that your mind can either fixate on attracting women and pursuing sexual encounters or focus on achieving success. Not both at the same time. What do you think goes on in a soldier's head when he's heading straight for war? Do you think he's thinking about Instagram models and hentai magazines? Or do you think he's thinking about surviving, protecting his fathers, and walking out of the battlefield victorious? So instead of dwelling on sexual desires, Redirect your thinking towards the specific actions required to attain success in life. And once you accomplish these goals, I assure you that you will no longer be the same person, incessantly consumed by thoughts of lust and sexual desire. If you're interested in knowing more, be sure to hit subscribe. Like the video too, as it can help the video reach more men looking for a purpose and direction in life.